We got a story developing in Tampa Bay where this could be the end for Baker Mayfield and the Bucs. So if you've been following this story for the last handful, I think it's about a month now. It's been about a month because there were like lingering talks because we've known the two cornerstones for Tampa Bay. You want to talk about Vita Vea. You also want to talk about Baker Mayfield. They've been in talks for negotiations on contracts. Yet now there's still no deal that is done. And so you've seen clips going around with Baker Mayfield talking about, okay, it's strictly ball from here on out because they did not come to a conclusion with a deal. Now, me personally, I think, does Baker Mayfield qualify to be one of those players that deserve $50 million a year, $60 million a year? As a quarterback, when you want to look at like accolades wise, I would say no. And that's not to discredit him. I would say, like, if we're comparing it off of Super Bowls, MVPs, Pro Bowls, which even the Pro Bowl stat is kind of a joke now because it's not the Pro Bowl anymore. It's just, anyways. If you want to look at it from that point of view, no, because the only $50 million quarterbacks are Jalen Hurts because he's won a Super Bowl, Mahomes because he's won a couple, Jackson because he's won back to back. Well, not back to back, but he's won two MVPs. Aaron Rodgers, which funny enough because it's like, nah, old man Rodgers, and then Josh Allen. Okay, so no Jared Goffs, no Matthew. Oh, I forgot Matthew Stafford as well. My bad. Stafford. Who else? No Joe Burrow, even though he's been to the Super Bowl. But yes, they've paid him enough. They have paid him a lot of money. I think this is shaping up to be. I think it's more. This is probably just Tampa being Tampa. I know that might sound a little confusing because it's like, what? What do you mean by Tampa being Tampa? I didn't think about this at the time because I was like, well, he has been there his whole career and now he's jumping to the 49ers. But was Mike Evans the first one to kind of like, this makes sense. And it makes sense in the way of Mike Evans requested a trade and he left before things with ownership and the franchise started to get, a little dicey because look at Vita Vea. He's been, one of the top defensive linemen for the majority of his career. He does deserve top end money. But what did he just do? He just requested a trade because they're obviously not going to get a deal done. So it's like, maybe Mike Evans saw something in the water before Baker and Vita saw it. We'll see where it goes from here. Personally, I think Tampa should have paid Baker Mayfield. Like, you got to pay the guy. You look at a handful of other teams. Like, the Saints are still up in arms. The Browns, Jets, Cardinals. Houston Texans could joke, but it's like, if the Houston Texans had Baker Mayfield, could they have beat the Patriots? Probably. And then we probably would have had a Broncos Texans AFC Champions. This is all a hypothetical situation. But there are lots of franchises that would love to have a quarterback. For example, look at what's going on in Minnesota right now where they're battling K. Is it going to be Kyler Murray or J.J. McCarthy? When it's like, well, you could have had a franchise quarterback in Sam Darnold, which, I know he's a journeyman, but then he's found his spot in Seattle. But it's like, they decide not to pay him. Don't you think certain franchises go, man, we missed out on that? But clearly, Tampa's playing games, which this could either go one of two ways. Number one, it works out where you get, because this is kind of this is who Baker is. He wants a chip on his shoulder. He's going to go and he's going to outperform everybody. That's how he's been his whole career, even back in college where he's, grabbing himself on the... Anyway, regardless, you get the Bucs in the NFC title game, which would be absolutely cool. Or they go on a little bit of a run, maybe reach a Super Bowl, because I would say the teams that they got to worry about, they've beat Seattle, so they can, with regards to defending champs, they beat Seattle. They know how to beat Seattle. They can beat Seattle. You beat the Rams. You beat the Niners. I think the only other big team threat, and we saw it during the regular season when they played, obviously the Bills, the Eagles, and you could have a sneaky team like the Packers come in, or maybe the Cowboys catch you on a bad day. But it could go that way where, Mayfield plays out of his mind. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Dolphins go, yeah, we'll pay you, and then stole right from under him. But either get that, or it's just the start process to guys requesting trades and coaching staffs getting fired, and then the Bucs are back to irrelevancy, like how it was before Tom Brady came in. So be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments. Is this Baker Mayfield drama going to end with Tampa, or are they going to come to a deal? Be sure to let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.